Hi everybody, happy Sunday. Last week somebody asked me a question about how I manage and balance my prayer life with being a mom and particularly being a mom, but also being like a musician and doing different things. The first answer that I thought of for her was to share with her my routine. I went right into telling her about, okay, well, when I get up, I usually thank God and then I realized none of that mattered. I was reading my devotional that night before I went to bed, and it just happened to be titled, Finding Time with God. My whole answer changed after reading this, and it occurred to me that the answer for her has nothing to do with my routine. The devotional I was reading for that night talked about the times when we wish we could do more. I read this beautiful devotional as it mentioned how God walked through the garden in the cool of the day in Genesis 3, verse 8, to spend time with his new and beloved creation, Adam and Eve. God has always wanted to spend time with us, and no particular amount of time is mentioned. And although this Genesis passage mentions the cool of the day, throughout Psalms it's clear that any time is good. Psalm 1 verse 2 says, "The blessed man's delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night." God knows the demands on your life, your career, your family, and everything else. But he also knows that time spent with him can help you do all of it better. He's a master at parenting, business, medicine, science, art, music, and everything else. And what he most wants from us is a relationship with us. So most of us know the part of John 3:16 that says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son." But did you ever stop to think that God not only loves the world, but he loves you individually and wants to improve every part of your life? He's the type of shepherd who leaves the 99 sheep to go after the one, just like Matthew 18 and 12 talks about. You matter to him individually. Psalm 139, 17 and 18 says, "How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand." This week I heard someone express this in a beautiful way. Imagine God taking a handful of sand, and for each grain, as he drops it, he says something like, "I love my daughter's personality," or "My son is so funny," or "I love that my daughter never gives up. My son has a great smile," or "My child's going to be so great in their next position." His thoughts of me are more than this, and his thoughts for you are more than this. So just like the Christmas song, Little Drummer Boy, who didn't know if his gift was good enough, or biblically, like the widow in Mark 12:41, who made a very little offering, but Jesus said it was more than all the others because she put in all she had. It's the same with us. We just have to do our best from where we are with what we have, knowing that God knows what's in every heart, and his grace will help us to do and become better. So a start, even if it's a small start, like scheduling 10 to 15 minutes before you get going, can be so effective. And if you keep it up, in time you'll watch it develop and grow. And you won't regret it. I've never heard of anyone regretting the time they spent quietly praying to God. So there's the answer. I love you guys. Be blessed.